Good morning, everybody. Stalling Bear here. I'm here today to report or focus on the importance of doing the gear reviews and gear reviews for the Appalachian Trail in particular before you jump in and start buying or making a lot of purchases. It's best to understand what is going to suit your needs and be most functional on the Appalachian Trail. I unfortunately found the gear reviews after I went straight into it, making big purchases. I did a lot of research and I bought quality products, and I can't understate the fact that I'm not speaking of the quality of these products. In fact, a lot of these products I will probably keep and use at future dates, but they're probably not well suited for the Appalachian Trail. And if you can learn from my lesson, all the better. If you can review other videos and take ideas from them, that will work as well. So I'm gonna move over to the table and I'll go through the purchases I have made and discuss why I made the purchase and probably why it's not such a great purchase for the Appalachian Trail. Okay, the first purchase I made into it that really signified my commitment to backpacking and doing the Appalachian Trail was the backpack. It was on Labor Day weekend. I did a lot of research. I found out which one I wanted on that, and I bought this pack here. And honestly, I'm trying to find reasons not to like it because it is such a big pack. It's not conventional for what I've seen on the gear reviews from most people. And I hear this a lot from a lot of other people that have done good reviews. I'm not an ultralight backpacker. They say that on their initial review, and when you go through their final review, if they're not ultralight, they're very close to ultralight by the end of it. This pack is great. I've been training it for the past few days. I've loaded it up. I've added extra weight to it to where it comes out to about 44 pounds on it. And it's comfortable. It carries the weight well. It carries it into my hips. I don't feel anything binding on my shoulders. The weight is equally distributed and it moves well with me. So it's a great pack. It's probably just overkill for what you need on the Appalachian Trail. I do like the organization aspect of it. It's got the bells and whistles. It's got pockets everywhere. And so for the poundage difference, I'm going to need convinced to do something else because it runs about 2 to 3 pounds maybe heavier than other packs. It's at 5.11 ounces. So a lot of other backpackers are running around 3 or less. So you can look at 2.5 pounds of added weight on there. But I like it. It was my first purchase. And I have to tell you that a lot of my mindset when I started purchasing was based on my experience from backpacking in Colorado. But that was 30 years ago. They have made tons of advances and tons of methodologies and techniques, and mindsets have changed in that time period. And a good example of that is my next purchase. You can see there, they are hiking boots. To me, I always hiked in hiking boots. You needed the support, you needed the Gore-Tex to make it waterproof. And as I go through all the videos, and everybody will keep telling you that Gore-Tex is the last thing you want. The Appalachian Trail is too wet. Once the inside gets wet, because it eventually will get wet due to the conditions, that the Gore-Tex will hold that water in, and it takes forever for the boots to dry out. And the weight in itself is also a concern. I don't know if this is fact or not, but one of the videos stated, and I don't remember who it was, it stated that 1 pound on your feet is equal to 5 pounds in your pack. And this in comparison to a trail runner would add weight, that kind of significant weight to your pack. The next purchase I made, which was overkill, is the stove itself. I did research on all these. You know, I went through the videos. I went through that. I watched videos about this camp stove, how efficient it was. You can see that it's got fins going around the bottom of the pot there, and which really makes it efficient for transferring the heat, and it will quickly boil water. Another thing with that pot, it's a full 1 liter pot. So when we start talking about why it's not the most functional for me on the Appalachian Trail, it's rare that I'm going to need to boil a full liter of water, and with the speed with that and the weight of that, it's probably not a good choice for me. The other added benefit with it is it came with windscreen, right? So what I had to, as my guide, was list from websites that say this is the type of gear that you need. So I saw this as a perfect set. I have my pot, I have my windscreen, it has a lid, it rapidly boils the water, so that will help me prolong the use of my fuel and everything. And it is Swiss made and engineered. So I know, or you have the impression that it's going to be great quality. Of the things I have here, this is probably the only item that I'm going to return because I don't see it being functional otherwise. The backpack, the hiking boots. Okay, so I'm having difficulty in judging my my storage space and video recording. Obviously, I haven't done a lot of video recording before this, so I didn't realize how much space it takes. I'm going to have to clear out my phone so that that doesn't happen again. It's happened a lot lately. But I was saying about taking items back and keeping products. I'm going to probably keep everything other than the stove because I will find a use for it on that. The compass, it's my military background, liking to know where I'm at, and also I saw it as maybe a hobby while I'm on the trail. I like doing triangulation. I like finding out where I'm at. I like to judge the distance between the next peak and everything, the elevation and everything. But in reality, I know that once I start hiking, I just want to put the next mile down, get to the next camp, set myself up in preparation for the next day on that. In fact, I'm probably going to have to find something to slow me down, so maybe that might be it. I don't know, but according to most of the videos online, the trail is so well marked that you won't need it for any type of safeguard as far as being lost. The sleeping pad here, again, it's back to my 30-year-old mentality of air mattresses were notorious for leaking, breaking at the sill. You would have to inflate them in the middle of the night because they wouldn't hold air. And also, I'm leaving in February, mid-February, so I wanted something that had R value and was reflective. And so I bought this. Laying on it, I do feel it being reflective, and I do think it would insulate me from the ground. But I did buy an air mattress since then, so this may or may not go with me, at least initially, to see how cold it is and see if I really need it. But it is almost a pound, so I'm not sure if I'm going to carry it or not. I will keep it. I will either utilize it as a sleeping pad, or I'll cut it up and use butt pads, make a seat out of it so that I can use that. Again, all these products are good quality products that I would recommend and I would buy again because of the research that I've done. So it's no statement on the quality of the products, it's just whether or not they're going to be functional for me. I appreciate everybody watching. Hopefully this information can help you and save you as far as making some purchase mistakes or where you have to repurchase things for the trail on that. And I appreciate the subscribers and everybody viewing. Thank you very much.